Tokyo Expressway, South Outer Loop, one of the newer tracks on the game. Right now we're on the grid. We're gonna go through the leaderboards. Coming in first place, P1, pole position, none other than Roman himself. Right here. He was doing extremely well this race, as usual. P2, coming in P2 was Carlo. Coming in P3 was Gabe. Check out the liveries while we're here. Representing for the recent 12-hour race in Bathurst. All right. And then you got Rick with the new livery, Hell Energy Drink. Awesome livery. I like it. Very, very much detailed. And then we have Jonathan here with the Porsche, the RSR. Awesome livery as well. I like how he kept the livery. He's kept it all season. I like it. And Steven Lawson, same awesome livery. And then myself, I've changed it up once so far. One time. All right. And without further ado, we're about to get started in this race. This is a pretty good race, man. A lot of high speed stuff going on. A lot of high speed stuff going on. And if you like our footage, man, make sure you subscribe, share, like, throw some comments down there. Any constructive criticism is welcomed. I know I need a webcam. That's coming soon. All of that stuff is coming soon. Just gotta set it up. And we're off. First corners. We're gonna go to up top. We got Roman in P1 with Gabe right behind him. Gabe gave him a pretty decent fight this race. Gabe was on it. Let's see what he does. Matter of fact, before we even let's do this real quick. There we go. See Gabe gaining on him. And gaining those, couple of tenths. That matters. It's a world of difference. There he goes up on the side. Gave him the right of way. Awesome. Awesome race. On to lap 2. Alright. Into turn 1. A little bit of a slide there in the BMW. Carlo close behind. Jonathan P4. Myself in P5. Here goes a battle between myself and Rick. Steven Lawson in the Sony livery. Chasing down Jonathan. he was trying to give me the right of way in one area. I don't remember if this is exactly the spot. He was trying to give me the right of way, and we thought the exact same way, took the exact same lane, and gave him a bit of a bump. Nothing serious, but wasn't as clean as I thought it was going to be. That was my own fault. Looks like we got a small battle here. Baker's point of view. Chasing down Unforgiven. In the hairpin. Oh, well, there it is. And that gives me a little bit of runaway room. Carlo in P3, Roman in P2. Let's see how this plays out, because Roman's normally not in P2 in his Beetle. Let's see. As you know, while I'm racing, I'm unable to see all the battles going on. That's why I wait until I save the replay so I can catch most of the battles that go on through these races, so that I can share them with you guys. Not just give myself the spotlight, but kind of give everybody the spotlight as much as possible. Little wide by Gabe. And Roman was able to catch up just a little bit, a couple tenths. That's the name of the game, though. Those tenths count in the long run. So Gabe still in P1. Roman in P2. We got Carlo in P3. Gabe or no, that's not Gabe. That's Jonathan, P4. Myself in P5. Rick Baker, P6. Steven Lawson in P7. We had a lot of guys not show up this race due to the Super Bowl, and guys were setting up for that. It's just bad timing. So I want to give commendations to those guys that actually did show up, put forth the effort for 1 hour. A little wall rub right there by Carlo. Not enough to slow him down. Roman is just biding his time, trying to reserve those tires. Looks like Carlo's doing the same thing, trying to reserve those tires. A little bit of a wall rub there. Gives Gabe the leeway to get that runaway. And a good exit. And we got Jonathan and myself. Chase, trying to look for a break, and there it is. Pass as smooth as possible. There it is, and just barely make that corner right there. Just barely made it out of that barricade. Let's see what's going on up top here. We got Gabe in P1 still. Tires are reaching 50% roughly. He's gonna need fuel soon. And it looks like he's staying out. A couple more laps. Nice looking liveries right there. Awesome stuff. And the rest of the field coming down the straight. Here we go. Looks like Roman's catching up to Gabe. Will he catch him? Will he catch him? Tires are looking a little beat up, cooked. These corners were extremely hard, man. Like if you didn't hit the right race line through those corners, your lap time suffered. Turn 1 through 4 pretty much. You had to hit dead on, otherwise your lap times suffered. Let's see what we got going on here. And there goes Roman, trying to find a break, trying to find a crack that he can slip in. And there it is. But is it over? Did he seal the door? Was he able to maintain it? Or is Gabe looking for a re-entry? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here up top. Because this was an exciting race up top, man. I didn't know who was going to come in first, to be honest with you. I kept seeing names come and go. There we go, 120 through those corners. Ooh, jeez. Carlo not far behind. here I come. Down to the hairpins. And we got the first two into the pits. And here I come into the pits. Fresh pair of tires and some fuel. Looks like the whole field came in. Got just enough fuel to burn out those tires, and once those tires are burnt, guys were slightly faster than I was, running about a second and a quarter faster than me. So I had to really, play this one smart for what I was running. Roman stayed out while everybody pitted. And here he goes into the pits now. Looks like we got a battle on our hands between Rick Baker and Jonathan. Let's see who's gonna take it. The rest of the field is pretty spread out. Will the Porsche overtake the Beamer? And there goes Gabe into P1. Looks like these two pretty much had a normal battle that Rick and I would have. We're in 10 laps. And is Jonathan gonna do it? He's pretty close. Takes his one error to change the whole game. Nothing like that RSR. Nothing sounds like that RSR in person. That thing sounds amazing in person. Down the back straight. I'm gonna call it a back straight. Those hairpins. Now I'm pretty much by myself. So we got pretty much a three-way battle. And Gabe still up front. Roman in P2 and Carlo P3, myself in P4. We got Rick Baker in P5, Jonathan in P6, and Steven Lawson in P7. Looks like his gearbox was too spread out. Good speed out of that corner. Good exit out of the last turn. Looks like Rick's pulling away. Oh, bump of the wall there. Will Jonathan get a good exit speed out of this corner and catch Rick? Ooh, a little spinny. Ooh. There it goes. Let's see who's gonna pit first. Looks like that's what it's gonna come to, is who's gonna pit first and who can leave first. On the throttle. Pretty fast through that chicane right there. That was pretty good work. Looks like we got a battle for P2. Let's see what's going on here. Do the hairpin. Looks like Roman got a jump on him. Following close behind. Just lurking in the distance. Just waiting for an error or for him to pit. And good exit through the chicane. Very smooth. Here comes Carlo. And myself, P4. Holding on to that P4. Baker. Looks like Jonathan fell a little behind. Must have had a small mistake. Any mistakes in this track always cost you. The hairpin. Gabe was giving Rome a run for his money here in this race, I see. An extreme run for his money. That BMW has some serious top end. Looks like a very consistent 129 and 130 lap time, which helped them out a lot. Relatively the same for Rome. Entering the hairpin. Extremely close to here. Rome's gaining on him slightly. Will it be a clean pass or will it be a dirty pass? Knowing Rome, it was a pretty clean pass. It had to have been a clean pass, knowing him. Interesting. Gabe going with the soft compound, with Rome with the super soft compound. Maybe Gabe's gonna stay out a little bit longer. We're hoping nearing the end of his fuel stint that, you know, he has a little more grip. P1, P2. Nearing the second pit stop. Very, very close. It looks like Rome mastered the hairpin there. Each lap he gets closer and closer. Here comes looks like here comes the overtake. Oh, and there it is. But will he keep it, or will he lose it again? High speed through that chicane. Good work. All Gabe has to do is just tail him and wait for that pit stop. It's an endurance race. So his tires are at about 50% right now. He's gonna need a pit stop very soon. He's gonna start understeering super bad here pretty soon if he doesn't do a pit stop. Rome pretty much has an advantage here due to his short wheelbase. Kind of helps him out through these corners and tire wear. Alright, we got Carlo P3 still. And we got Jonathan heading into the pits. Alright, Jonathan down to P6. Oh man, it looks like Roman really spread that lead. And pit time for Gabe. Like Roman stayed out. One more lap. And fuel for Carlo as well. Fuel for myself as well. I was hoping to make it into P3 here. I was really trying, but it's just short. I was just short. right now, even more so than in the beginning of the race, is we're pretty much spread out. So we're gonna watch this close race right here. Give a lap or so, pretty much everybody, until I see a battle going on. Steve Lawson in the pits, and then Roman in the pits as well. The battle with Rick and Jonathan. A little bit of tire squabble there. Oh. And it looks like Roman still has P1. Down the back straight. That inline 6. Caught a little bit of air there. Alright, and it looks like we got a little battle going on here. Looks like Gabe close behind. We'll follow this battle for one lap. Little slow, just a little slow through that corner, giving Roman the leeway to spread that gap. Coming up to some traffic. Steven Lawson ahead. See how well we manage through the traffic. Awesome job. Good job. Good yield. Good yield to the leaders. Myself down in P4, pretty much holding it down for 4th position. And the battle between Rick and Jonathan continues. There, Jonathan got the run. Jonathan got the run. All right, let's see if he takes him and get in that slipstream. Can he catch Rick? Oof. That man. Six just screaming. All right, clean, clean. On the throttle, quick. Ooh, and he pulls through. And he pulled through. Awesome stuff. Awesome fight. Let them know you're there, man. Let them know. He's knocking at Rick's rearview mirror. Just creeping in that rearview mirror, letting him know, hey, I'm right here, man. Mess up once. There's a wall hit. Jonathan gained a couple tenths. A few tenths. And will he go for the overtake? He's in that slipstream. And here it goes. He's going to go for the pass. Little bump. And a yield, position yield. Respectable racing by Jonathan. Competitive yet respectable is the name of the game here. We got a good group of guys that race in this series. I'd like to see all of y'all in the season 2. Good group of guys here. Clean racers. Looks like Rick's gonna need tires soon. With a quarter tank left. Jonathan's tires are a little better evenly worn, but he's gonna need some fuel soon too. It's just a name of who gets in the pits. Ooh, with a psych out. Alright, made Jonathan try and think that, you know, I'm going in the pits, I'm going wide, I'm going into the pits. Looks like we got another battle. I was slowly creeping on Carlo. Slowly creeping. And here we go. He's going for it. Jonathan's thinking about it hard, just waiting for his opportunity to jump. He knows right here he's got to get the run on this hairpin just to overtake him. And he got it, but can he keep it? Because Rick is in that slipstream, so will he maintain it through this next corner? Let's see. He's got that slipstream going. He's got a lot of power behind him. Let's see how he handles this corner. Respectable, respectable. Oh, a little slide, a little slide. Jonathan sees that gap for me. He knows it's go time. Coming up on, looks like Steven Lawson. Little bump there. Tried to stay out of his way. He tried to stay out of mine. We just had the same thought process. We were trying to stay wide. All right, these two are already out. I was gonna say it's a matter of who comes out first, but looks like Rick came out first with 3/4 of a tank. Jonathan filled up. So Rick is a little bit lighter with stickier tires, so he might keep the lead if he hits his line. He might keep his position. Down the back straight. These two are extremely close. Pretty much the whole race. I feel like this whole race has been these two. Well, it's like everybody else is pretty much spread out. Unfortunately, we had, three or four racers that signed up that didn't show up on Sunday, due to the Super Bowl weekend. It's just unfortunate timing, I guess. All right, and we got Gabe in the pits. Looks like he's the only one. They went in. Let's see. Carlo's gonna stay out. Nope. Carlo's in. I was in the pits. I was hoping to get out sooner. Get the run on him. I know I needed at least 8.5 laps. 8.5 laps left. Continue watching this battle. It's a pretty interesting battle. It's an evenly matched pair here. Roman in the pits. Down to 1 leader. These two are neck and neck. Just one mess up from Rick, and that's his position. Rick did extremely well in this race. He's pretty on cue, running a consistent time. Steven Lawson again. You see these two in the hairpin. A little bit of a slide there. Oh, it hit the wall. Still got that gap he's holding on to. Oh. A little squirrely right there. Good exit onto the straight. And a hard break into this hairpin. Steven Lawson into the pits. Lawson into the pits. Roman down P1. Gabe on P2. P3 goes to Carlo. P4 myself. See how close I am. I was hunting him down. I just needed a couple more laps and I probably would have had him. Good exit coming out of that straight to the high speed right, hard on the throttle, hard on the brake into the hairpin, the chicane rather. This is when you gotta trust the downforce pretty much. To get those times, you gotta put 112% trust in that downforce. Touch the wall. These two are racing really close again. Let's see. Battle for P5. Who will it go to? Who is it gonna go to? Whoa, a little bit of a slide from Rick. His tires are starting to wear. It's the last lap before he's gonna need to
refuel. If Jonathan plays it smart, he might be able to get the run on him. Just follow behind him. Don't make any moves this lap. Just follow behind him. Put his mixture to, you know, 3 or 4. He might be able to snatch P5 by the end of the race. Get a good 30-second lead, you know, and then get this pit. Grab 3 laps, you know, roughly 3 laps of fuel. In and out. Oh, a little mistake. Looks like Rick is gonna just barely eke into the pits on fumes. Little back straight. Into the pits. Jonathan stays out. There it is. There it is. Now all he has to do is get a good run on this back straight. Little clip of the wall. All right, Rick's out. Roman past Rick. Here comes Gabe. A decent amount of fuel left. And there's Carlo and myself. These guys were moving on this track, man. There goes Jonathan. Let's see. Oh, Rick took P5 back. It's not too far behind. It's doable. He'll be able to catch him. There I go into the pits. An early pit stop. And I grab roughly 3/4 of a tank. Get enough just to finish the race. I don't need a full tank. Need me light, sticky tires. Just waiting for Carlo to pit. Goes Gabe into the pits. Oh, looks like somebody got squirrely. Steven Lawson got squirrely on the hairpin. Gabe out. There goes Carlo in. And it's my break. I know it's my opportunity now. And he knows that it's the end of the race as well, so he's only going to grab so much fuel. Half a tank right there. And he went for the super softs. He was racing amazingly. It was perfect. I was low-key hoping he was going to make a subtle mistake. That way I could catch up. Really, you know, close in the gap with that slipstream, but hardly any errors from these guys in the Beatles. High speed, super high speed through there. He's slightly faster than I am through this section, through sector 1. I know I gotta shoot out of this hairpin. See, I have him in my sights now. I can see him from where I'm sitting. Just a few laps left. Messed up that line just a hair. Tried to get the run out of the hairpin. I feel like I was getting closer, but at the same time, it didn't feel that way. super close to that wall. And he's pushing hard. He sees me coming. Nope. Little bump of the wall. And I went wide. Trying to brake late. Not so smart. Everybody was nailing that chicane, man. Nailing it. I was hoping everybody was going to have a little harder of a time with that chicane. So the only reason I did this track is because they called it the new chicane of death. No longer the Dragon Trail. I feel like Dragon Trail's chicane is way harder than this. What do we got going on here? Oh, Roman and Rick. A little wide by Rick. The checkered flag. Roman in first. We got Gabe, who finished in second. Carlo in third. I finished in fourth. Jonathan in fifth. Rick in sixth. And Steven Lawson coming across the finish line in style. I was hunting down Carlos still. And that is the race, ladies and gentlemen. That is Tokyo Expressway, South Outer Loop, race 4 of season 1. Race 5 and the grand finale will be on Sunday, same time, same place, same time. So tune in. Next Monday the video should be up. As always, if you like, subscribe, like and share, throw some comments down there. Stay tuned in with the US division, man. Let's get this thing going. Let's grow this community. Let's grow our team. Let's get these, let's get these races going. Let's get divisions, 1 through 3. 1 being the best and 3, your amateurs. We get races going in all aspects, and we get this thing going. Let's do this. Tune in next week and we'll get it on the ball.